So the science that's going to be in our exhibit is all about fruit bats, old world fruit bats, and their ecology, how they interact with humans, and in particular the viruses that are carried by these bats that spill over into humans from time to time and can cause quite serious illness and even death in people. And we'll be exploring how that happens, how to prevent it from happening, and why that's important in the sense of preserving the bats as well, that they're very important for ecosystem health and sustainability.
So in our exhibit you will be able to discover the fruit bats themselves and see these African fruit bats in particular, which are much larger than the bats that you may see at night in the UK. And we will show you how we as scientists go on study them, and we use different techniques to follow them because they migrate, and then sometimes they can gather in huge groups of several hundreds of thousands of individuals. So it's huge challenges for scientists to be able to count them and to track them. On the other side, we'll be looking at the viruses, and we will enable you to play with DNA to understand what viruses are around and mimic what scientists do in the labs in order to identify which viruses the bats carry.
In addition to showing you how we count bats, we'll also have a demonstration of how we can tag bats and follow individual bats using radio tags, radio signals, and you'll be able to locate radio tag bats in the stand and the surrounding area. So, as a visitor, this research relates to your life in a couple of ways, actually. Possibly the most important from your own personal point of view is that some of the viruses that these bats carry and can get into people, they are now increasingly being shown to transmit from person to person. And there are some people who are quite worried that, like influenza, these viruses may mutate and become the next big epidemic or pandemic disease. And so we need to try and stop the viruses getting into people in the first place. And our research shows how that may be done. Another way that it's important that these fruit bats are crucial for the pollination of many species of tree, rainforest trees, and fruit trees like mangoes. And they are also very important for seed dispersal. So if you want to save the rainforests, you need to save the bats.